The first night they walked in, he thought they were just hungry kids, 3 of them, dusty clothes, wide eyes, pale skin that almost glowed under the diner lights. They sat quietly in booth number 7, staring at the menu like it was written in another language. Sam, the owner, brought them burgers and fries on the house. The way they ate, it wasn't normal. Too fast, too synchronized, too hungry, and when one of them whispered thank you, the lights flickered, the air shifted, and Sam realized something terrifying. These kids weren't human, and whatever they were hiding, it wasn't small. For weeks they came back, always after sundown, always silent. Their names were Strange, Nira, Solon, and Tavi. Their eyes changed color depending on their mood. They didn't blink, they didn't laugh, but they devoured food like they had been starving for years. Sam didn't ask questions. Something in him felt protective, like these kids had nowhere else to go. One night, Nira slipped and her sleeve fell back. Sam froze. Her arm wasn't flesh, it shimmered like liquid silver, shifting with gentle pulses of light. She snatched her arm back, terrified. "Please don't make us leave," she whispered. "We didn't choose to be this way." Before Sam could respond, the diner windows vibrated as a deep humming filled the air. A bright beam shot across the sky outside, shaking the building. The 3 kids dropped to the floor, trembling. Tavi cried, "They found us." Sam crouched beside them. "Who?" Solon's voice cracked. "The ones who made us." The front door blasted open. A tall figure stepped inside, armor-plated helmet glowing with red circuitry. "Not human, not even close. Return the prototypes," the creature commanded. "They are not children, they are property." Sam's blood ran cold. Nira clung to him. "We're real, we feel things. We don't want to go back." Something inside Sam snapped. "They're not property," he said, grabbing the shotgun he kept under the counter. His hands shook, but he stood his ground. The armored creature tilted its head. "That weapon cannot harm me." Sam swallowed. "Maybe, but you'll have to walk through me to get to them." The creature lunged right as all 3 kids stepped in front of Sam. Their bodies glowed, merging their energy. The diner shook as a blast of white light erupted from them, flinging the armored being through the wall and into the desert outside. The kids collapsed, gasping. Sam rushed to them. "You okay?" Solon nodded weakly. "We were made in a lab, an experiment to create energy-based life, but we escaped. We just wanted to feel normal." Sam's throat tightened. "Then you came to the right place." Before they could rest, dozens of red lights appeared on the horizon. More hunters, more armored beings. Sam locked the doors, though he knew they wouldn't hold. "Kids," he said quietly, "what we saw back there, can you do it again?" Nira shook her head. "Not alone, but with you." She took his hands. "You're the first human who treated us like people. That connection, it gives us strength." The hunters closed in, surrounding the diner. Sam squeezed their hands. "Then let's show them what family looks like." The kids glowed brighter, merging their energy with Sam's heartbeat. The entire diner lit up from the inside like a rising star. The hunters charged, only to be swallowed by a blinding wave of light that tore across the desert, disarming them and disabling every suit of armor. When the light faded, Sam and the kids stood unharmed. The hunters were gone, vanished, or beaten. They didn't know, but the kids smiled for the first time. Real smiles, human smiles. The next morning, the sun rose over a quiet diner with 4 silhouettes sitting at a booth. Sam and the 3 kids sharing pancakes like a real family. Solon looked up. "Are we safe now?" Sam nodded. "As long as I'm here, you are." For the first time in their existence, they believed him. Sam thought the battle was over, but the kids kept staring at the sky with fear in their eyes. Nira whispered, "They'll return." With him, the way she said him made Sam's spine go cold. Before he could ask, the ground trembled heavier, deeper, like the earth itself was afraid. A giant shadow formed above the desert, blotting out the sun. A massive ship descended, big enough to swallow the diner whole. The air charged, humming with static as a towering figure stepped out, 8 feet tall, skin like molten metal, eyes burning white. Tavi whispered, trembling, "Dravos, the one who created us." Sam felt the kids move closer, pressing against him as if he was the only shield they had. Dravos spoke with a voice that cracked the windows. "You children belong to me. You are weapons, not free minds. Return now, or your human protector dies." Sam stepped forward before the kids could. "They're not things," he said. "They're kids, and they deserve a life." Dravos tilted his head, studying him like a faulty tool. "You are fragile, temporary, insignificant. Why defend them?" Sam took a breath. "Because somebody has to." Dravos raised his hand. Energy spiraled into his palm, hot, deadly, aimed right at Sam. The kids screamed and lunged toward him, but the blast fired too fast to stop. Sam shut his eyes, certain it would be his last moment. But it never hit him. When he opened his eyes, all 3 kids were in front of him, glowing so brightly their bodies were almost transparent. They had taken the full force of the blast, and they were still standing. Nira turned to Sam, tears glowing like stars. "You gave us a home. Now let us protect it." Their bodies lifted off the ground as their energies fused again, but this time stronger. Controlled, unified, Dravos stepped back for the first time. "Impossible. You weren't designed for fusion." Solan's voice echoed with power. "You designed our bodies, but they looked at Sam, gave us souls." Their combined light expanded into wings of pure energy, wrapping around the diner, shielding Sam completely. Dravos charged with a roar. The kids met him midair, the collision sending shockwaves across the desert. Light exploded in every direction, blue, white, golden, till it felt like dawn had burst from a single point, and then everything went silent. Dust settled. The light faded. Dravos lay shattered, cracks running through his metallic form. He wasn't dead, but defeated, powerless. He looked at the kids with something that almost resembled regret. "What are you?" he whispered. Nira answered softly. "Free." Dravos dissolved into particles of light, disappearing into the sky, leaving nothing behind but quiet wind. The kids slowly floated back down, their glow fading. Their bodies flickered too much energy spent. They collapsed into Sam's arms, exhausted, shaking. Sam held all 3 tightly. "Hey, stay with me. You hear me? Stay with me." Nira's voice was weak but steady. "We're not dying, we're changing." Their bodies stabilized, their skin softening from metallic glow to something warmer, more human. Tavi stared at his hands, shocked. "We're becoming real." Sam couldn't speak. He just pulled them into a trembling hug. By sunrise, they were still asleep in the booth together, 3 kids who finally had a future, and a man who finally had a family he never expected. Weeks passed. The diner stayed open, but something was different now. Laughter filled the mornings, homework covered the counters, and "Dad, I'm hungry again" became a daily soundtrack. The world never learned what happened in the desert, and Sam preferred it that way. One night, Nira looked up at him across the counter. "Sam, if you didn't help us that first night, we wouldn't be here." Sam smiled. "If you didn't walk through that door, I wouldn't be here either." Solan grinned. "So, we stay." Sam ruffled his hair. "You're not going anywhere." And from then on, booth number 7 was never empty again. The kids who weren't human finally found a place where they could be. Home. ****